What's up guys, welcome to the video. So Fugue's going to be our second break character, super break character I should say, in Honkai Star Rail. So inside of today's video we're going to take a look at everything she does, her kit overview, general kit overview, her team synergies, her overall build, and her Eidolons of course. So yeah, let's get right into it. I have prepared all the details here. If it overwhelms you, don't worry, I'll explain everything in details. And yeah, so let's get started. So Fugue's gonna be a break character, so basically the attack, HP and defense doesn't really matter for her. Only this speed and energy will matter. So her ultimate will cost 130 energy and the speed, her base speed will be 1 or 2. So that's pretty much on the higher side. She also gets more speed from the traces. We'll talk about that later. Her energy rotations will be pretty long, but like 4 to 5 turns, but we'll see. So the basic attack is just normal basic attack, isn't really too crazy. It's like you won't be using it. You see as another enhanced basic attack, you will be using that one. So moving on to the skill. The skill is where our core main focus is of the kit. So the skill, what the skill does is you will target an ally and you will give them a buff. So like that, the ally target that gets buff, it will last for 3 turns. So that buff name is Foxian Prayer. That Foxian Prayer buff will increase the ally's break effect by 40%. So you will give it to Firefly for example. The Firefly's break effect will increase by 40%, and Fugue has a base chance, 100% base chance to reduce the enemy target's defense that attacked by the character, so Firefly, by 18% for 2 turns. So you will give your ally a buff, and that buffed ally, when that ally attacks an enemy, Fugue has a base chance of 100% or reducing the enemy target's defense. So it says base chance, that means you will need some what's it called, oh my god, okay, effect hit rate, I forgot effect hit rate, okay. So you'll need some effect hit rate to activate this defense down. So we'll see later how much you need, but yeah, that's about it. Pretty straightforward and simple. You buff your ally and they get break effect, and Fugue has a base chance of decreasing the defense. So yeah, moving on to the ultimate. The ultimate is also straightforward, nothing too much. She just deals damage to in AoE. So she deals damage in AoE. That's about it, and it ignores every single weakness type. It doesn't it doesn't need to have any specific fire weakness or anything. It ignores everything. So yeah, normal general ignores everything, just like Acheron ultimate if you want to refer to that. But yeah, like that. So after so coming back to the basic attack, I told you we don't need to use this basic attack. So here, after you use the skill, you will get an enhanced basic attack for 3 turns until the buff lasts. So when you use this enhanced basic attack, you will deal blast damage and it will deal more damage, right? So basically when you buff an ally, you are unable to use this normal one. So I said you don't have to use this, you cannot use this actually. So yeah, you will be using this enhanced basic attack. It deals a 15 weakness break, like 5 more than the normal one, and same energy. But it also blast, and that one's also single target, but yeah, it will just deal more toughness damage. That's better for break teams, right? So yeah, so that's about it for the normal 3 skills. So coming to her main power that differentiate her from the Harmony Trailblazer, right? So she has 100% super break damage built in on her, of course, like the Harmony Trailblazer ultimate, but she has this on her base kit without anything. If she exists in the team, we'll get 100% super break damage. That's pretty good. You don't have any requirement to fulfill. Also, if you remember, if you have been playing Honkai Star Rail, you would know in like one of the previous MOC we got an exo toughness mechanic. So this is like when you break an enemy target, they have another toughness of purple color or something, and you can break them again. So apparently after you break them, they get it's like similar to breaking but a second time. So after you break them again, they take all the damage but again, so double damage. So this exo toughness is introduced with that MOC buff, but they are giving it to her in her talent. So this is gonna be insane for break teams, for all the break teams in the game. So yeah, this is gonna be essentially doubling the damage in each time you break them. But yeah, so that's about that. That's gonna be pretty insane. We'll see how this works out. I think she's gonna be insane, man. So moving on to the techniques. This is the only reason she's gonna be better than the main character. But yeah. Also next is the technique. So after you use the technique, the enemy will get dazed, like they will get stunned. They will not attack you. They will get dazed for 10 seconds. And when you enter the battle after hitting them, it's the same debuff as the skill. You will have 100% base chance to what is it? Yeah, 100% base chance to inflict each enemy target with the same debuff as the applied with point by Fugue skill lasting for 2 turns. So it's the same one. I forgot what I was talking about in the middle, but yeah. So it's the same skill debuff, but in the technique. So that's about it. But there's also another thing. Fugue will also action advance forward by 40%. So a built-in Vonwak as well. So you won't need Vonwak for, like, if you, for example, doing zero cycle. But yeah. So from basically this, we can see her skill is the only talent that scales with level. So you'll need to max this out, I think. So skill is gonna be the utmost priority to a level up, and alt and basic are pretty similar. They don't do anything to deal damage in break stuff, so it doesn't really matter. You can level them equally later if you don't want to. It's fine. So alt and basic levels won't matter. It's the scale with the only scaling that you'll get from leveling them up is the attack scaling. That doesn't really matter for break. So yeah. So moving on to our bonus abilities, like the 3 passives that you unlock. After ally target break enemy weakness, so any ally target, I assume from this wording, additionally delays the action of any target by 50%, 15%. So that's pretty good. Increase, that's pretty straightforward. I don't need to explain all this, right? Increases the unit's break effect by 30% after the using skill for the first time, and immediately recovers 1 skill point. So this is gonna make you skill point neutral in the first turn, so you can have more skill point to spare when you start the battle. That's pretty nice. When an enemy target's weakness gets broken, increases all allies break effect by 15%, lasting for 2 turns, and the effect can stack up to 2 times. So basically a 30% break effect buff when you break 2 enemies. That's pretty nice. You will also have the other stat boosts that you get from other other trace unlocks. So you will get 14 speed. So that enough makes you 116 speed from the base speed, right? 102 plus 14, 116 speed. That's already pretty fast. You'll have no problem achieving like 161 speed with Ruan Mei or something. So yeah, that's very nice. 24% break effect boost. That's also pretty helpful. 10% HP isn't really too much, but it's pretty okay for survival. So yeah, from this we can see like she is already a better Harmony Trailblazer. If you like want to play the Harmony Trailblazer at like Remembrance or something, you can have this. Or if you like, if you are just someone for hype for Tingyun, waiting for Tingyun like me, you can pull for this. It's already pretty good. So moving on to the Eidolons. The higher Eidolons didn't really like impress me that much. They aren't really that crazy, but yeah, let's go through them. The E1 is just 50% break efficiency, weakness break efficiency, but for only one player. So the ally target that you buff with the skill, they get 50% break efficiency. So what I mean by not impressed is this is like for only one target, like only one ally. It's not for the whole team. So that's why it comes a little bit short, but for A1 it's pretty much fine. You are definitely giving it to someone like Boot Heal, Firefly, or Rapper, right? So that should be pretty nice, but again, if it was for whole team, it would have been pretty nice. But yeah, her E2 is where everything comes crashing down, right? Look at this E2, it's so funny. When an enemy target's weakness gets broken, Fugue regenerates 5 energy. Okay, that's normal. That's the thief set they put into her. And after using ultimate, action advances forward to all allies by 24%. That's literally they copied the DDD and put it into the E2. That's pretty crazy, man. And she is even Nihility, so she can't use the DDD because the DDD is Harmony Lightcone. So they put the DDD into the E2. So that's pretty crazy. But yeah, I think this one should be pretty very nice. Not pretty. This is gonna be very nice. But if you like to invest a lot, it might be okay for you. But yeah, So E3 and E5 are normal talent, basic attack, skill, ultimate develop. We're not gonna talk about them. Nothing to talk about. E4 is after every attack used by the ally with Foxian Prayer. Fugue has a 100% base chance to increase the damage taken by the attack enemy target by 15%, lasting for 2 turns. That's pretty okay. So the E6 is also kind of nice. Fugue's weakness break efficiency increased by 50%. While there is an ally that has Foxian Prayer, so the skill on the field, all allies are considered to have the Foxian Prayer. So everyone in the field will in the team, all four or no, okay, all not four, only all three. So you have to exclude herself. All three of her teammates will have the skill buff. So that's nice, but not worth E6, I guess. So if you want to stop at a lower amount, E1, E2 should be fine, but they aren't that crazy to begin with. So yeah. So pretty much if you from if you want a stat goal type of thing, so with Ruan May you can aim for 150 stat, 150 speed, for 161 breakpoint. You can get like 151 speed. It should be 151. That's right, 151. That's better. So you can get 151 speed with Ruan May. It's 161. So you get more in the first cycle. The break effect should be 250 for the relics. I'll test so later. And the inner EHR, so the effect hit rate you need around, I believe it's 68, so I said around 70 for round figure. But yeah, with you can just gamble it a little bit by having 50 60, I don't know, but 70 should be the safe bet, or 68 to be precise. I haven't seen it yet totally. I will see if anything changes in the live server, but it should be around 70. So you pretty much need this from the Lightcone or like your substats or something, or you can have a main stat too. I'll also tell you later. So this is the I guess signature Lightcone. This is a signature Lightcone. HP is this, attack this, doesn't matter. All of this doesn't matter. Long road leads on this. This is definitely, yeah, this is definitely the signature Lightcone. So yeah, let's see. Increases the wearer's break effect by, this is S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, right? When an enemy target's weakness gets broken, there is a 100% base chance to inflict charring state on it. So it's the same chance as the skill debuff. So you will still need like what effect hit rate for this, right? Which increases its break damage taken by 20%, lasting for 2 turns. This effect can stack up again. This is not crazy, man. This is pretty average. It's not really that good. It's 60%. Essentially, it's 60% at S0. Sorry, S1. It's 60% break effect and 20% increased damage by increased break damage. Not only damage, increased break damage. I don't think it's that good, man. Between S1 and E1, I'd say both are pretty similar. I can't really see which one you would go for. I think going for neither of them would be better. I don't really like either of them. If you are going for E2, that's fine, but the E1 and S1 debate should be, I don't know. I think E1 should be better than this, but yeah, because a lot of Lightcones have good break effect, right? So yeah. So after this, for the build, pretty much this is all you need. I prepared this. It's pretty straightforward. For the body, you will run an effect hit rate main stat, because she needs 68% or 70%. So you need an effect hit rate main stat on the body, and you probably need some leftover from the substats. You need speed boots, of course. The spear doesn't matter. Attack, HP, defense. I'd prefer HP or defense for survivability. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect the break damage, and the rope must be break effect. So that's about it for the stats. And for Lightcones and relics, let's go to, we'll see them in the Pride website. If you want any help, you can come here and check all this out. This is a good website. Shout out to them. I am gonna be seeing the Lightcones from here. This is like in game you can't really see all the things if you don't have the Lightcone. So this is pretty nice to see here. So let's go to Nihility, and yeah, let's go through all the Lightcones. So pretty much at the start, do not go for any DOT or crit Lightcone like the Acheron Lightcone or any like Kafka Blackstone Lightcone. Do not go for any of them. All of them are bad for Fugue. None of them works, or any DPS Lightcone. Only the Lightcones that will be good on her are before tutorial mission start. There is an event Lightcone. They put it in the Herta store. You can buy it from there. This one is gonna be pretty nice. This gives you effect hit rate, and this defense ignore regenerates energy. This also works because she has a defense inflict on her skill. This will work nicely with Fugue. This will also reduce the ultimate turn by 1. So without this light cone, pretty much all of the light cones, you will without ARR rope, right? You need break effect rope. You will need to have a 5-turn ultimate, but with this you can have a 4-turn ultimate. So yeah, that's very nice, right? But there are some other options. Her ultimate is not really that impactful, like it's just normal damage. So a 5-turn ultimate should be fine. Anyways, let's remove this ad, bro. Okay. Next one is, this is solitary healing. So this one's another Herta light cone. This will give you 40% break effect, and when the wearer unleashes ultimate, this is a dot effect. This doesn't really concern you, but the normal break effect statistic should be fine, and this energy would be pretty, like, it won't be pretty consistent because when you give them like a dot, like when you break them, they do get a dot from the break, but when they get defeated from that, you will get some energy. Not really that consistent. You won't have this uptime all the time, but you will need to attack them for that. You need to break them for that. But yeah, if the I am not really sure if it will work with the defense down, but if that works, then this is gonna be pretty nice. You'll get energy from defeating the target, so that's gonna be pretty nice. And the other options can be, where's the other light cone? Yeah, the Fermata, I don't really recommend using this because this has a maximum of 32%. This is already at 40% at max level, so this one's pretty much gonna be better. So either use the signature light cone or solitary healing. You have only 3 options: signature light cone, solitary healing, or before the tutorial mission starts. So it depends on what you are aiming for. If you don't have a lot of AHR substats, you can use the before the tutorial mission starts for AHR main stat on the light cone to hit your 70% AHR and get easy defense ignore. And if you have enough AHR already, you can go for the solitary healing or the signature light cone. So yeah, that's about it for the light cone section. You have only 3 options. Choose whatever you want, whatever you have according to your stats and stuff. So yeah, that's about it. So moving on to the relics, let's go to the relics. So pretty much, let's go to relic sets. You have only 3 options. So between the 3 options, right, first I'm gonna talk about the best option, right? So the best option is going to be, where is it? It's pretty hard to find between all of them, right? So the Iron Cavalry against the Surge, the Firefly set. This is gonna be best for Fugue, like hands down best for Fugue. This one, pretty much the best. Like this is what I was talking about when I said you need 250% break effect for this full effect to activate. So this is gonna be hands down the best damaging set. You will get, and the 250%, you don't worry about it. This is pretty easy with all the buffs you get in battle. So you need this only in battle. So you have a lot of buffs, plus you have Ruan Maze. Like if you run other sets on Ruan Maze to buff the break effect and stuff, all this stuff, you will get for 250. Should be pretty easy with the break rope and everything. It should be pretty easy. This is gonna be the best set. After that, if you don't have it, after that, second best would be either Thief or Watchmaker, but I still recommend this one, Iron Cavalry. I still recommend this one, but other 2 sets would be Thief or Watchmaker. Thief wouldn't be as consistent because you need to break the enemy to get this 3 energy, so it's not consistent at all. And for Watchmaker, you get this extra break effect for all allies by using ultimate. And again, Fugue doesn't really have ultimate uptime, good ultimate uptime. You use your ultimate every 4 or 5 turns, and this only lasts for 2 turns, so it's not really that impactful, right? So again, these two aren't really in tune with her. Basically, what I am saying is just use this one, man. Just farm for it. That's it. That's it, man. Right? So yeah, this is gonna be the best relic set, and these two are the other options. And for light cones again, this keeps popping up, man. That's annoying. For light cones. Okay, I forgot to do this. Sorry. Yeah, before the tutorial mission starts, if you don't have an affected rate, or use the solitary healing from the Hutter shop, another one, and or the signature. That's about it. So let's go to planner now. Planner ornaments. Here you also have, I believe, two options mainly. This options, it would have been an option if you want to zero cycle, but it's not an option right now because you already have 40% action advance in your base kit with the technique, so you don't need it for even for taking the turn first. You don't need it, absolutely not. You don't need that. So the best option that's going to be, I believe, it's this one. You get 6 speed, and if you are playing her on a Firefly team, every enemy will have fire weakness, like no questions asked. Firefly applies fire weakness with a skill, so there's no problem with activating this. You'll get 6 speed for free, and you will get 40% break effect increase, so that's free damage, right? That's gonna be best in a Firefly team. Outside of Firefly team, this is gonna be the second best option, this one. So Talia will be second best option, will 145 speed. This should be pretty easy because you are already aiming for 161 with 151 speed, and Ruan may gives 10. So this is already gonna be reachable, and the whereas break effect will be increased by an extra 20 and 16%, so 36% total break effect. So that's one, and the another one is this Forge one, the extra 40%. And those two are already the best one. You don't really have a lot more options for break, but yeah, pretty much those two are the best ones, Talia and that one. So yeah, and so that's about it, I think, for the guide. For energy rotations, if you're curious, I didn't really prepare a sheet for you, but just to make you understand with the okay, let's go to the Lightcone sections because that's very best explained. So with the before tutorial mission starts, if you do a skill basic skill rotation, with that, like standard skill point positive, you will get a 4-turn ultimate, but with this one. But if you don't do that one, if you don't use that one with any other light cone that doesn't really give energy, pretty much all of them, not all of them, but the ones you use, solitary healing or the other signature one, you will have, like, this is inconsistent, right? You will have a 5-turn ultimate from testing what I see. So yeah, the 5-turn ultimate is pretty like long, but anyways, it is what it is. Ultimate isn't really that impactful, but it does good damage. So that's about it for the rotation. So 4 to 5-turn ultimate, if you remember, like, I want to remember like that. With this, it is 4-turn. Any other light cone 5-turn. So yeah, that's about it for the Fugue guide, I guess. Hope this video was helpful for you. If you want to see the animations, you can go to the, I think, their Twitter or something, or go to the live stream. They showed it there. She's coming less than a week. So yeah, if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And peace.